as y'all know, my name is C. Alexandra, and this is my Thanksgiving edition for See the Media TV. I know we had the season finale already, but holidays are really big to me, so I really just wanted to touch on some artists in the city who are just really doing their thing. So, Mucho Info is definitely someone who crossed who caught my eye, and I'm really looking forward to interviewing them. So, yeah, y'all, as soon as they send over the request, we'll go ahead and get started. We got a lot to talk about, so let's do it. I'm going to just send this live over to them just so they know what's going on. But yeah, as soon as they send it over, there they are. We'll go. We'll get started. But how is everyone doing? How is everyone doing? Okay, someone just sent something. Oh, there they are. Okay, Mucho Info. Here we go. Now, it's like 5 of them, okay? So y'all bear with me. This interview gonna be a little crazy, but we're gonna do it. Here we go.
Hello. What's up?
How are you doing?
You're doing awesome.
Pretty good. Good. How are you? Yeah, I'm gonna make sure the volume's over.
I'm doing great. Does it look dark, or is it just my phone?
Nah, you look good.
Yeah. Thanks, y'all. Y'all look great too.
We can see everything. We can see that smile.
Okay. Bet. So, yes, I heard a lot of amazing things about you all. I've listened to your music. Let me tell y'all, I am impressed. I really love your music. Like, I know I have artists on here, and I tell them, there's a lot of great artists, but you all have an iconic sound. Like, iconic, something that this industry definitely needs. And I'm excited for what you all have in 2021. So,
we appreciate you having us on your live and on your show. So, right, thank you. Appreciate you.
Thank you for coming on. Thank you. But no problem. So really quick, go ahead and just introduce who you are. I know there's 5 of y'all, so go one by one, or I don't know if y'all have like a way y'all introduce yourselves, but yeah.
Okay, so we're Mucho Info. We're missing 2 of the guys right now. They can't make it. But my name is Yona.
I'm Maui.
I'm DC.
And the guys that are missing are Ed G and Hex. And they're the bearded guys. So the ones that have the beards, basically, it's the easiest way to distinguish them.
We're the Peach Boys guys.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, all right. So tell us how you all met.
So who wants to take this one?
I'll take this one. Yeah. Really, 4 out of the 5 are actually blood related. So this is my cousin here. The other 2 that are missing are also my first cousins. So we grew up together. One of them is actually Maui's brother.
Ed G is my brother.
Ed G. And then DZ we met in college. And Maui, DZ, and Hex actually founded a fraternity together. So we're all brothers, all related. Yeah, we met up together in college, started hanging out. We started freestyling together. Realized we all have the same interests, and then this one thing led to another. Here we are.
Yeah, we basically, so most of us are family. We became best friends with DZ. So I think that's like one of the most powerful pieces of why we're gonna move forward so well. Is because we have a bondage through love and brotherhood before we even decided to become artists. And about 5 years ago, all 5 of us started an internet company. We were building an e-commerce platform, and we were fairly successful at it, and we were always hustling and trying to make the entrepreneurship dream come true. But we weren't really as passionate about that platform as we wanted to be, and we were starting to like dread every meeting. We were starting to dread, even if the money was coming in, we weren't that excited. So we were always freestyling. We were always playing instruments. We were always in choirs. Everybody, I think, sang at their church choir and played instruments. So we were always just making music for fun. So we were like, man, screw it. Let's apply all of the business principles that we learned through our e-commerce business and apply it in this business. And we're actually going to love the process, making music, partying, throwing shows, things of that nature. So that was about 2 years ago.
Okay. Well, that's dope. So you guys are brains behind the music. Okay. Look at that. I love that. So, I heard you all say you definitely have a musical background. So tell us a little bit more about that. Like, did you say the church? Did I hear that?
Yeah,
that's right. Right. So,
so tell us.
I'll continue.
No, go ahead, DZ.
Thank you. So, I actually did grow up singing in the church choir as well, and then actually transitioned from singing in the choir to playing guitar, like in my church for the choir. So I did like a debut under like one of my mentors in church. And he taught me how to play like guitar and everything like that. I made the whole scene in church, which was nice. And then
I'll speak for the other guys. Edgy, my older brother, was the piano player he played the piano in our church since he was like 10. All his life he played the piano. Hex also played the guitar at church. So we had like our own choir, like of young people. And then I sang the psalms. So I would go up on the altar and sing for the whole church since I was like 10 years old. And then Yona.
Yeah, I started off playing the drums, and then I picked up the bass, and of course singing together, everything. So it's like music's been in our blood since we were like babies. Like, that's
I can tell.
What we love doing.
Yeah, I think we really got inspired to be artists when we started learning how to freestyle rap. And we started rapping in like high school. We would just get together with our friends, get really happy and hungry, and then we would just start spitting bars in a circle for hours.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, I can definitely tell you all have a musical background. I actually have played the piano since I was 4, violin since I was 11. So I know y'all definitely have a good ear. So yeah, y'all are really dope. Yeah, no problem. So tell us how you came up with the name Mucho Info. I gotta know. So we know mucho means a lot. I guess a lot of information. Is that what it is? Tell us.
So originally we came together and took this whole music thing serious and turned it into a business. And the name that we came up with to I guess incorporate what we do as a group, like beyond the music, is just what it originally was. Too much information, so TMI. But we realized that every time you Google TMI, you find so many other things on the internet that just are not our music. So we kind of knew we would have a hard time trying to rise to the top of the search. But then we figured out something else, which was we could change the name around and still mean the same exact thing of what we're trying to get across, about giving across good information, good vibes, good energy, but something more recognizable and that stands apart, which was Mucho Info.
Right. And we really we started off really because this whole music journey started off because we have a mission that we go by, and it's to create ripples of love that empower humanity through creativity, servitude, and excellence.
Oh, say that one more time.
All right, one more time for the people in the back. All right. Our mission is to create ripples of love that empower humanity through creativity, servitude, and excellence. Okay,
wow.
So that's Mucho Info. That's TMI. And to some people, it's a lot of information. We want to speak our minds and send a positive message to the world, be a great influence, and a lot of times that takes, taking that road less followed, being those people that say certain things, right? So in the future, we're really going to have that bigger impact. To some people, that's too much information. We kind of run with that, but then like how DZ said, TMI, everybody uses that on a daily basis. So let's flip it in Spanish. It's mucha información, mucho info.
Yes. Look here, I took intermediate Spanish in college, so I ain't that good. So
hey, ¿cómo estás?
You said what?
¿Cómo estás?
Muy bien. You said it, ¿y tú?
Estamos bien aquí, mira.
So maybe you and DZ can probably carry similar conversations.
Very English as hell.
I'm okay, right? I'm not the best, but yeah, I think it's a beautiful language. So I gotta know. So it seems like, of course y'all are the brains. Y'all got, you have come from a musical background. And it seems like you kind of have a whole production thing going on. Is that true? Who plays what role, I guess, in the group?
So I guess you can pop it off.
All right, so I engineer primarily, and that's the standard part of talent that I have. And I know I can, polish the songs, and I'm also one of the producers of the trio. But I also sing and songwrite minimally, but I'm getting better at the songwriting though.
Yeah, I would say I'm a songwriter. I would say I'm the lead songwriter of the group, and then me and Yona tend to write most of the songs. Ed G, he's a producer. So Edgy produces a lot of our Latin reggaeton sound, and a lot of the reggaeton type songs we've dropped. DZ is a very hip hop trap type producer. As far as that's where their comfort zone is, but they can make everything. So they collaborate in making the beats because Edgy's the key guy, so he plays the pianos. DZ's a hell of a guy on the drums. Hex is the guitarist, so he plays the guitar. Generally, it starts off with them creating some kind of vibe, creating some kind of beat. I end up writing some kind of chorus, and at the same time, Yona is writing a verse, like while I'm writing the chorus. And I guess that's really how it goes.
Pretty much it, yeah. We got in-house production, so it's dope. We have full control of like how the beat goes, where the vibe goes from there to the lyrics. Record everything in our home studio, so it's really nice being able to be independent in that, which also I think is a big deal as to why we have such a genuine sound, because we control everything from the get-go.
Yeah, and in order to accomplish this and like make music, you know, to its fullest, like to complete songs, we've had to like learn our process of how to assembly line this. You know, so for example, like Edgy usually starts a beat. You know, that beat might be 40-50% done. I'll start writing to it. We'll have like a general idea. DZ will step in and add different elements into the beat. Hex will find some guitar. Yona will start writing verses. We'll fully finish writing it. You know, most of the time it's me and him are the main vocalists, but then DZ or Edgy or Hex will either have a verse or they'll have a chorus. We record all of it, and then it gets sent out to DZ to start engineering from his studio. So we meet every Tuesday night, every Friday night to create music, create content, like religiously. And then DZ, we've separated as a team. He has 3 or 4 days a week where he has an hour to himself to just mix. And we have this on our schedule because most of us work 9 to 5. So it's like between 8 p.m. and midnight, we have specific hours to accomplish everything while finding time to do choreography and practice our dancing. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. We're busy as shit, so it's cool.
That's fun.
But what I love the most is it's organized. It's organized. I think a lot of groups, they don't make it or have not made it together, you know, because it was just one person kind of, I hate to say, I'm not gonna say the Beyonce, one person that, you know, was holding the weight, or someone, because side note, I love Kelly and I love Michelle, so I can't even read them like that. Yeah. But my point is, you know, it's not one person in the group just holding the weight, you know. So I love that you guys work together and, you know, you're organized. I think that's dope. I see you all definitely having some longevity in this industry for sure.
Thank you.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, that's one thing. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say that's one thing that we strive to be, is that we all five strive to be independent thinkers and self-motivated. Because if we can all five treat this like it's only up to us, like if Maui can act like it's only up to him, if DZ can act like it's only up to him, and we're not dependent on anyone else's motivation or for inspiration. We do inspire each other, but when it comes to being motivated and getting things done, if we can independently have that mindset, then we'll grow exponentially. Versus one person pushing, it'll be very linear. You know.
Yep. It's best it's balance. You gotta have balance. That's, you know, the way to not go crazy, especially as a creative. And I'm sure you all know. So any musical training, like did y'all go to school for music?
So the extent of musical training that I actually have, I took like music engineering classes in college. So learning how to use like Pro Tools and stuff like that. I took like a music fundamentals class, but none of that like stuck much with me still. So everything that I learned like on guitar or like as far as music goes is by ear or by like, you know, YouTube University. So anything like that, just kind of absorbing everything that I can.
I took music theory in college, but it was early in the morning and I missed half the classes. And then I still got an A though.
Okay, look, hey,
you were born for this.
You know, we know how to finesse out there.
Me too. Look, I'm in grad school now. I'm like, I got 2 A's and a B, and I'm like, I'm still creating, still doing my brand. So
there you go.
Right.
But other than that, not really. I don't think I didn't have any music training. And Edgy took piano classes when he was like 12 for like 2 years, and I think Hex took guitar classes for a couple years when he was in middle school too. Other than that, I had a guitar class in high school, so I play a little bit of guitar, but I'm not a Hex. So
I had like a music class in 5th grade where you play the recorder, you know. But I think everybody did that.
Yeah.
That was my shit.
Yeah, I definitely remember that. Well, I want to say before we continue, I want to say I love the humility that you all have. Y'all are like really down to earth, and that's gonna take you really far.
Thank you.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem. So, all right. We got to talk about it. Who are your musical influences?
You know, I think it's like, I love this question because, especially with our sound, it's very mixed. So you have a very big influence in like Latin culture and also in like the American hip hop and stuff. So if I would go with the Latin side, you know, so you can't forget about like the OGs. You really got like Daddy Yankee, Don Omar running the reggaeton game. But right now, who's really making big noises, like a really big noise, it would be like J Balvin and Bad Bunny. They really like just taking this new wave by storm. I think those are like really big inspirations.
I would probably have to. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I'm one of those people that I know music, but I don't always know the artist, which is something I'm trying to improve on. Mm-hmm. So I'm sure I probably heard something before. One of the names sounded familiar though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
they both did songs with like Cardi B, like, you know that song I Like It? They were both on that track.
Yeah, J Balvin and Bad Bunny.
What's his name again?
J Balvin and Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
The two different
ones. I've heard that. That's definitely the one I heard. Okay. So
and I would say like I don't think our sound is extremely similar to his as far as what inspires our sound, but I would say Russ from Atlanta has definitely inspired our mindset and almost like how we execute and like our perspective around what we want to accomplish in this industry. Mm-hmm. You know, I think for me personally, growing up, I listened to a lot of Akon. So
I love Akon.
He was one of my absolute favorite artists when it came to hip hop and rap and just his melodies and his singing. But lately, I know since we've been in the studio just about every day for like 2 years now, I think the biggest thing is we really inspire each other now.
Most definitely.
We really motivate each other. We really, you know, if I'm stuck on a verse or if I can't find, you know, something, either one of these guys hops in and helps me identify a sound. You know, Edgy and DZ might be our main producers, but me and Yona are all the time in the studio adding new instruments. So we kind of create the whole sound together. We are our biggest inspirations, you know, here in our studio.
Hey, that's what matters. I mean, keeping it in-house and, bouncing the energy off of each other. You know, that's going to continue to help you all grow as a group and, you know, keep y'all going strong in the industry. Because look, you're going to need each other.
We got no choice. Right?
This industry gets tough, okay? I'm only like, 3 years in? And look, I wanted to give up so many times. So,
hey, we're all gonna be at the top in no time.
Right.
I believe it. I think 2021. Look, I think it's gonna be a hopefully a lot better. Well, I'm not gonna say this year was trash. Let's not do that because
I wasn't horrible.
No, it's not trash.
Guys.
Traumatizing.
Yeah, this year was recyclable.
Right.
Not trash.
Yeah. Okay. The year wasn't good, but I feel like a lot of people. Well, we do have to give our condolences to people who really suffered this year. You know, we can't just be like, oh, well, I was fine, you know. But I do believe a lot of people had like a rebirth during this year, kind of like a way to really connect with themselves. I mean, you're alone with yourselves in your house. What else are you going to do? You know what I'm saying? I know I did. I don't know about y'all, but.
Most def. I think like with us, like I said earlier, it was kind of a little bit of a blessing in disguise because like we didn't even realize it, but with everything going on, of course, if you take a different perspective of it, it made everybody like slow down with their life. I think everybody was just going so fast paced. We got one thing after the other and doing all this. And then, COVID shut everything down. So it's like, you really have to look back now and be like, what are you going to do? What are you doing with your life? Or what do you want to do in this time that all you have is time? You don't have anything else, right? So thankfully too, we have a home studio. So we were able to take advantage of that time and like we stocked up. Our catalog right now is crazy. It's so crazy. 2021 is gonna be crazy.
2021 will be the year of Mucho.
Right.
I'm waiting. Cause look, I was nodding my head to every track that I was listening to. I was like, okay, they're dope. Yeah. So I gotta ask y'all, best experience in the industry so far and worst, or let's start with worst and then best. Let's do that.
Worst. You want us to answer this individually, probably, or because we have worse experiences together.
Let's do it.
I know he was talking about something one time.
Oh man, my worst experience was maybe like our second or third show. We were at this lounge, and I forgot my own lyrics to my own song. I had just finished, and it was my mistake too because I was procrastinating. I finished the song in like 30 minutes before we had to go. We got up there. I didn't even put the track, like the vocals down because we didn't have time. It was just going to be voiced over, right? And then literally in the middle of my set, just forgot my entire lyrics.
No.
Yeah, it was bad. And then nobody else knew it because it was all fresh. So it's like nobody can help me out. But
man, you should have started freestyling.
Man, something. I froze. I
freestyle.
was still getting past my little like stage fright phase, but
Nah, look here.
But we're good now.
Okay, so best experience.
So best experience.
That's gotta be. We did a release party at Havana nightclub here in Atlanta
For a music video.
Which one? Which one?
Oasis.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're out there in the pool. We dressed as nerds, but we get all fresh, chilling.
Have you seen that video by chance?
I have not yet, but I'm definitely gonna check it out after this.
You need to see that one.
That's a must see.
That's our
mini movie right there.
That's our flyest music video yet.
But yeah, we threw a little release party out in Havana, and we turned the whole Latin room basically to like a movie theater for like about 5 minutes, and it was super dope. We had the whole thing on the projector. We had like a good maybe
Multiple
like 150 to 200 people that just showed up just to come show love and support. And then after that, we just did a little mini performance and partied off for the rest of the night. It was super cool.
It was nice.
Super, super cool.
I love that. Wait, before we continue this interview, which
shout out to Ray G.
Huh?
I said shout out to Ray G. He's the one that connected us to the DJ that actually allowed that party to happen. So
shout out to y'all. Look here.
He's a reggaetonero, and he's dope.
So okay, I know y'all were at like Oasis, but what are some Latin clubs that y'all recommend? I used to go to one and with my friend, but that was like years ago. But I love dancing. Sometimes when they're in a club, they just stand around in sections, and that's boring. Ain't my thing. So where do I need to go? Where are the places to go?
And yeah, I totally feel where you're coming from, for real, because like we love to dance. Like we get down. Like if you ever saw us at any club ever, we're going crazy. Yeah, so we don't really understand the mindset of holding a drink and then looking at everybody, seeing if they're looking at you. Yeah,
I can do that at home.
Yeah. But my favorite club, to be honest, growing up was Havana nightclub. So so whenever we performed there, I think that.
Uh-oh.
Got a call here. I don't know if
no, you're fine. Go. Look, y'all got business calling. I love it.
Yeah. I like Havana. Which one would you recommend?
What is that? Connect the Ravine? Is it Connect the Gallery? Is that what it is?
Oh, the Ravine.
So really,
it's not Latin club, but
not really. So
they
do. Yeah. One thing I realized is that there's not too many like Latin clubs per se. A couple places would be like Havana, which is in Atlanta. Some places that are Loca Luna. You got Luna Lounge, which is a little further out. But mainly, it's like you'll have Latin nights at the clubs in Atlanta, which are really popping. Like
Latin parties.
District has one called Candela. Like if you want to go to a poppin' Latin party, look up Candela.
Yeah.
Candela. Yeah.
That was super
dope. They do that like once a month or whatever, or twice a month now. But that gets lit. I think that's my favorite like Latin night.
Yeah. Another party is Perreo 404, and I think we're doing our best to try to perform there soon. So that's a really big party. Perreo.
We'll let you know.
Right,
we'll invite you out when we're there.
You got to. Look, you have to. So, let's see here. Let's see. So, what do y'all have coming up? Because I know it's been a busy year for you all. Y'all kind of been locked down, preparing for 2021. So, anything y'all want to share with us?
Let's see. Well, we had. That song's not coming out. Well, we got a brand new image, a brand new drop, brand new just content coming out as far as our brand goes. Okay. And then next year you can expect a club hit, major club banger names, or it's called Suena. So Suena is going to be, I'm speaking into existence right now. It's going to be on every DJ's playlist in Atlanta. Latin nights, non-Latin nights, they're just going to throw it into the mix. So get ready for that. As far as, I guess, what's coming up like in the next week? We got a collab song coming out.
Yeah, we actually shout out Ray G again, the guy who connected us to that DJ. We actually have a collab song dropping with him in the month of December. So that song is called Extraños, and it's about strangers. It's basically about being strangers, but in the bedroom we're not too strange.
Got you. So one night. I understand. Oh, well, no, not a one night stand.
Not one night stand, but just enjoying the moments for what it is and leaving it at that. You know what I mean?
You know what? When it's a story of you know, when we see each other in public, we're strangers, but me and you both know we're really not strangers.
Ooh, that sounds messy. But you know, hey, to each their own. To each their own. Okay, so look, did I hear about a magazine cover? Am I allowed to talk about that?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so tell us about this magazine cover. I gotta know.
Yeah, no, we actually got a magazine photo shoot on the way with Amon magazine. I think this will be our first photo shoot for a magazine as well, so we're like super excited for this.
Oh, yeah,
everybody's in the gym, you know, like we eat healthy, trying to get the skin glowing, trying to look our best.
Yeah,
man, he's even changed his hair color, but he's wearing hats so that nobody can see it until the photo shoot.
Okay. Wait, say that again?
I said he changed his hair color, but he's wearing hats so that nobody knows until the photo shoot drops.
Okay, look.
It's kind of crazy. Everything's got to be black and white right now. So
all of his stories are black and white.
I love it. I love it so much. So tell us where we can follow you. I don't want to have y'all on here too long, but tell them where they can follow you, where we can keep up with you, and what music is on the way.
Yeah, right here at Mucho Info, I think this is where we really connect the most with our fan base, our friends, where we give y'all updates as to like new shows on the way, new videos, new music. So if you really want to know what's popping, what's going on, follow us here on Instagram. We just started making some TikToks too, because you know we do it for the kids. But it's, you know, check us out. We're pretty funny. We're a bunch of goofballs. But it's at Mucho Info on all platforms, and then that's Spotify,
everywhere.
YouTube for all these great music videos. Go check them out. Apple Music, Tidal, Deezer, wherever you listen to music, just look up Mucho Info, and we're there.
Mucho Info. That's it. It's gonna be a household name soon, so you'll be able to. You'll see us on Times Square like console.
I believe it. Look, and it's really easy to remember. I love that so much. So, last question before we go: do we have any virtual performances since we're on lockdown? I don't know. Are we on lockdown now? I don't even know.
That's in the process.
Okay, in the process.
We're working on that.
So that is currently cooking in the kitchen. You'll be able to taste it very soon.
But to answer your question, yes, we are having virtual performances.
So it's a surprise. No, okay, I understand. Well, before y'all go, I know there's only 3 of you all. Can you all do something a cappella?
Yeah, we can.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah.
Right.
No me importa todos los comentarios, no me defiendas, haz lo contrario. Saluda a los que hablan por ahí. Así tatuado con aretes soy feliz. Digo, voy a hacer lo que quiero. Me vale más que dicen cuando ya me han muerto. Yo seré todo lo que yo quiero. Lo nuevo siempre va a dar miedo. So I'ma be everything and anything that I wanna be. Close your eyes and be mine, you will see. The sun will shine regardless. What's the point in being flawless? Ellos quieren que yo sea perfecto. Soy tan diferente, yo no puedo ser eso. No me importa que me vean mal. Sigo feliz, no te preocupes más, no te preocupes más.
Yes. Look here, I've had a couple people acapella on here, and that was the best. Okay. I love it. Okay, so yeah, no problem. Please let me know about any performances you all have, any music drop I would love to share with my followers as well. So yeah.
Thank you.
Mucho Info, correct?
Yes,
Mucho Info.
Mucho.
All right. Well, look, this was a pleasure. I enjoyed speaking with you all, and yeah, I'll be on the lookout.
Oh, yeah,
thank you so much.
Thank you.
Muchas gracias.
Muchas gracias. Nos vemos pronto.
De nada.
So you're gonna go by Alexandra now?
See, my middle name's Alexandra. C. Alexandra. Chelsea Alexandra.
I like it. Okay, this is Mucho Info with See the Media.
Huh?
I said this is Mucho Info with See the Media.
Yes, period. I think somewhere in my family I got some type of Latin, but I have to trace my roots out.
I can see it.
On my mama's side. But all right, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all go.
Okay, thank you so much. God bless you. We appreciate it.
All right, bye, y'all.